Yes, guys, what's going on? Manchester United have beaten Partizan Belgrade 1-0. Anthony Martial with the goal. I'm here with Jamie. Jamie, Manchester United win today, 7 points out of 9. How do you think we're going in the Europa League so far?
Yeah, I think we're doing all right. We talk about the away fixtures that we've had so far and the fact that we've now got 2 home fixtures. So it is almost job done. Obviously, we can't really rest on our laurels too much. But you expect us to go and beat Partizan in the reverse fixture, and then Astana at home as well. I don't really see that causing us too many problems.
Are you happy with the performance today?
I'm happy with the fact that we managed to get an away win. I think that relieves a lot of the pressure on the lads, and hopefully that means going into the Norwich game that we don't have this curse hanging over us. In terms of the performance, it was good to see Brandon Williams look so good. It was good to see James Garner look so good. But yeah, you can't really complain too much when you win. It's a tough away game. Like I don't care what anyone says. It is a tough away game. So no, I wasn't happy with the style of play in the second half, but the first half I thought we did look a threat. So yeah, happy with the result.
Do you think we got a little bit nervous towards the end? Well, not nervous, but in the second half we seemed to sit off them a little bit more. Do you think it was Ollie's plan to hit him on the counter-attack in the second half? And if so, did that work? Because we kind of invited them onto it.
Yeah, I think we did. We came out in the second half and we invited a lot more pressure on. We didn't look like we were pressing as high as we were in the first half. And I don't know whether that's something that we keep doing, because obviously we always seem to come out at half-time and look worse than we did in the first half. I think we did try to play on the counter. It didn't really work today. Whether we didn't have the right formation for it, whether the players weren't on it. And obviously then number 9, Sadiq. I think obviously he looked a real threat, and on a different day he could have scored a couple of goals today if the post hadn't denied him. So yeah, personally, I would have liked us to just stay with the same tactics we had in the first half and maybe make that readjustment around the 60th, 70th minute mark if we need to. So yeah, so we do look nervous in the second half, and I think it's an issue that needs addressing.
Anthony Martial got a goal, 60 minutes under his belt as well. That's his 3rd goal in 4 starts in a number 9 position this season. Obviously coming back from injury. He didn't have the best of games. I think he scored having only had like 1 touch on the pitch. But he did score and got 60 minutes under his belt. How important is it that we get him back in the team now? Yeah,
massively. I think Martial's our best number 9. I don't think anyone's disputing that. Obviously, Rashford is. I personally think his best position's out on the wing. And there was a lot of pressure on Tony when he took back that number 9 shot after Lukaku left. And when you look at the stats, when you look at the amount of times he's played versus how many goals he's got, he is looking good. I think he's important to the way we play. Like tonight, we saw him hold the ball up a little bit rather than sort of playing it in behind and trying to run onto it. But I think for how the season's going to go, he's going to be massively important. I think all the players are, but especially people like Tony. Obviously, we're missing Pogba at the minute, but getting him back's a massive boost for the side.
Most definitely. James Garner got a start today. Brandon Williams got another start for Man United today. What did you make of their performance? I know you think Brandon Williams was your man of the match, but what did you make of their performances overall? And would you keep him in the side for the Premier League game?
Yeah, I think obviously Brandon's come into the side, and I really like him. I think if we're going to play 3 at the back, he's everything that we look for in a wing back. He's composed in defence, and he makes that transition to attack really well. He didn't look scared by anything today. I personally don't think he put a foot wrong. Obviously, he won the penalty because of that drive, and that's what we used to see Luke Shaw do. Obviously, before the leg break against PSV. So yeah, so I personally I'd keep Brandon in that side until Luke Shaw comes back from injury and earns his place back. As far as Jimmy Garner goes, it was nice to see a holding midfielder make that many interceptions. And he is really good at splitting the lines. Like obviously he picks the ball up and he's always looking to drive that pass forward. People were talking about pre-assists and things like that, and whether that's a thing I'm not sure I agree with. But
in America,
yeah. So in that team there, he's the one that was looking for that pre-assist. He opens up the play, and I think that's what we were missing against. For example, like against Astana, we didn't have that killer ball that could split the defence, and I think that's what he brought to the side tonight.
A lot of complaints though from fans about today's game. Scholesy said it's not enjoyable when you play that way. What did you make of the performance? Were you just happy to get out there with a win, first win since March, or is the style of play and the way we play really important?
I think obviously for Manchester United, the style of football we play is always going to be important. We're an attacking, entertaining football club, and we always have been. But at the same time,
arguably,
yeah. I mean, not for the last 6 years, but you can't really complain too much when we've just ended a 7-month away dry spell. We're chopping and changing tactics. We're resting players. We're bringing in young lads. We're not going to bring in young lads straight away. Play a 3-5-2 away in Serbia and look like Barcelona on the ball. So I am just happy to get out of there with the win. And like I said, hopefully we go into the Norwich game. There's no pressure on them anymore because that away curse does seem to have been broken.
Cheers, man.
No worries.
Pleasure, Jamie.